Welcome back to We're Having Fun, the podcast where we're having fun. I'm Mark.
Hi, Mark. I'm Krista.
Hi, Krista.
Why do I feel like we're on NPR right now? Let's use our NPR voices.
Yeah. Well, it's with a heavy heart we come to this podcast because, I don't know if you saw the news, Pete Davidson and Kim Kardashian have broken up.
I was like, what are you about to say right now?
This is a sad day for us all. We're all devastated.
Yeah.
A couple we thought would make it forever.
Sure.
Has broken up. So, what else is up?
Obviously, that's the only thing that's been happening.
It's hard to really focus. I don't even know if I can continue with the podcast.
I don't know. I don't know what's been going on.
Got any news? Was there anything happening this week?
HBOMax.
Oh, yeah. There was a big scare.
Yeah. Because if you don't know...
Now you know.
My favorite show that is on right now... Well, it's not actually, this first season is over, but Our Flag Means Death.
Yes.
Is on HBOMax.
Mm-hmm.
And they were sitting all these things about the merger and everying and how they're going to scrap all the HBOMax originals, and I was like
70% of their staff, and they're going to cut some original programming.
Yeah, and
a lot of stuff's leaving HBO.
So my first thought is, I don't want to have to kill someone. It wouldn't have been that bad. At least there was the one season, but still, it's kind of where it ends.
Yeah.
I need a second season of this to fix everything.
Yeah, that's true. It does need at least one more season.
Yeah, and I think that David Jenkins, the guy who created it, I think he wants to do like 3 seasons. That would be perfect.
Oh, really? I don't even see that it needs 3, honestly, but that's fine.
I think he wants it to be kind of like a 3-act kind of thing, like a 3-act play kind of thing. So there we go. So 3 seasons would be perfect.
Yeah.
And I'd be okay if, that's all it was. I don't want it to be one of those shows that goes on for like 16 years and I go, I hate this. I've hated this since the 4th season. But why am I still watching it? Yeah. So hopefully that's not been axed. As far as I know, it hasn't.
No, they'll probably keep some of their most popular stuff.
I mean, if they don't, then it's real stupid.
Yeah.
But then there was also this thing where they held like an investors meeting or whatever, or shareholders meeting. And they had some like PowerPoint presentation kind of thing going on, and they split it up where it was like HBO Max and Discovery Plus or whatever it is, the two that are merging.
Yeah.
And it was like HBO Max, male-centered. Discovery Plus, female-centered. And I'm like...
Why? That's weird.
No. Don't do this.
Yeah.
Don't put it... No. So it was really stupid. That is
dumb.
It was like HBO Max, fandoms, the Discovery Plus, genre-doms. And I'm like, what even is that? Doesn't even make sense.
That's weird.
So yeah, they're like, they were talking about, or there were a lot of tweets going on about somebody saying that they were going to cut a lot of the scripted shows and just do unscripted shows, which is reality TV. And I'm like, I don't want that.
No, that would be bad.
Anyway, lots of crazy stuff going on with that.
Fingers crossed.
They just better keep Our Flag Means Death. That's all I care about.
Yeah.
But then, of course, there were other people who were like, they better not cancel all these other shows, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, those are HBO shows, not HBO Max.
Like what?
Isn't Barry started on HBO, and it's just on HBO Max now. Okay. It's not an HBO Max original, I don't think.
I don't know.
Unless they moved it over to Max original. Yeah, but there were some other things that were like, I think Euphoria and all these other things. I'm like, no, that is like,
HBO.
That is HBO. There's a difference, but yeah, that was stupid.
I don't know the HBO Max special things. So I don't actually watch HBO. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, the only other one I can think of is Doom Patrol, which I still haven't watched.
It's good.
I've heard it's good, so.
Yeah. But I mean, if they ended it, it's fine.
Yeah.
It's done enough. But I like to keep Brendan Fraser employed.
Yeah, especially since they canceled the stinking Batgirl movie with him. It's like, why? Yeah. Don't be mean to Brendan Fraser. What's wrong with you? He deserves everything good.
Yeah. Batgirl was done completely, and they're just like, we're never going to release this for any platform. There's no, like, why? And they still won't cancel The Flash.
It's like, could they not have done like a limited, like, theater opening for it or whatever?
Or just put it on HBO Max.
Yeah.
Just put it up there. It's dumb. It's so
You've
stupid.
wasted all of this money on this movie that is completed and no one is ever going to get to see.
Yeah.
So dumb.
They're dumb. It's such a dumb company.
And there was something else that they were like, oh, it was like the Scooby-Doo Scoob prequel or whatever.
Oh, okay.
That I think they were about 90% done with it and they scrapped it too. It's like,
so weird.
What are you doing?
I don't know, man. That company's dumb.
Yeah, that's what happens
when... like hundreds of $1 million on a Zack Snyder remake of a mediocre movie for 4 hours, but they won't release a movie they've already completed.
Yeah, I don't know.
So stupid.
And yeah, the whole Flash thing.
Yeah, that's insane.
What? And I'm pretty sure that just in like the past day or two, there's been something else about them.
Yeah.
Something about a cult. Ezra started a cult in Iceland?
Yeah, something like that. And they also carry around a gun and wear bulletproof vests so that, because they think the FBI is after them and the Ku Klux Klan.
Oh my god.
So...
I don't know if any of this is true.
They lost their minds.
If somebody is just making all of this up,
yeah.
It's going to be the weirdest thing.
I don't know.
I mean, because honestly, all this stuff that's happening just seems like it's been made up.
It's
because it's so ridiculous.
Yeah, but I want that Flash movie, darn it.
Right? I don't know.
Oh, so stupid.
I am not interested in it.
I mean, at this point, no. I will not support that movie.
No.
That's so stupid.
Oh, by the way, I've been trying to check out Morbius from the library because I'm not paying for that. No, there's no way. Yeah. And I don't know if it's streaming anywhere.
I hope not.
So yeah, I've been trying to check it out from the library. It's always checked out. What is this?
It's such a great movie. People love it. They want it.
So I had to put it on hold. I felt like the biggest doofus because I'm like, oh god, I'm gonna have to put this on hold just so that the next person brings it back. I can finally get it. And then I was at like the Dollar General or whatever yesterday, and I walked by and they had some DVDs, and there was like Morbius for $2.
Oh really? Seems high.
I was like, I'm still not buying it.
You bring that price down.
Yeah. Maybe once it gets down to 50 cents, I'll get it. Maybe. No. I don't want that in my DVD collection. There's no way. I'd rather have
some candy or something.
No, exactly. It's like...
Yeah, you'd have to keep it around. People would judge you.
Yeah, it's like, okay, we're going to stick this in the back of the of the DVD shelf. Yeah. I don't want anybody to see that. No, I would never buy it. Yeah. I don't think I would even buy it if it was good. If we watch it and I go, oh wow, I really like that, I still would not buy it because I wouldn't want people to see it in my collection. I mean, I got some really stupid stuff over there, and I still wouldn't want that. I don't even know where this is going.
It's just so many bad movies.
Oh boy.
So anyway, let's move on to the movie we watched.
Okay.
Was it good or bad? We'll see. We watched Lightyear.
We did watch Lightyear.
Which, when I saw the trailers, I thought it looked bad. I didn't want to see it, honestly.
I wasn't really wanting to see it, but, you know, since it's on Disney Plus now, it just came out this week on Disney Plus. Yeah. It was like, I've seen every other Pixar movie. Yeah. I can't just not see it. Yeah. And we've covered, like, since we started the podcast, every Pixar movie that has come out since we started, we have covered. Yeah. Because, like, Luca was I think it was the second or third episode.
Yeah, because it was like In the Heights and then probably Luca.
I think it was. It may have been our second episode. Yeah. So, I mean, I have to watch it. And we had a free episode where we didn't have anything planned. So I was like, well, you know, we'll just slot that in there. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So we watched Lightyear.
We did.
Chris Evans as Buzz Lightyear.
Yeah.
Other people. There's a lot of good people in here.
Other people.
Kiki Palmer.
Yep. Taika Waititi.
I could not remember his name. Bill Hader's in there. Yeah. Which I didn't realize
I didn't know
he was in there.
James Brolin.
Yep. Yep. It's Thanos.
No.
He's
that's
back.
his son.
Oh.
And Josh is the one who played Thanos.
Oh, wow. So
this is his dad.
They're connected. Yeah. Wow. in the Disneyverse.
There we go.
There you go. Forget that old Pixar theory. It's now the Disney theory.
We're throwing MCU in there.
Everybody's in. Can't wait till Star Wars gets wrapped into it.
I mean, if they did, like, combine MCU and Pixar, that would mean that Chris Evans has been in 3 of them.
Yeah.
Like, his 3 characters. Because it's like, hey, he's Buzz. He's Captain America. And he was
Human
Johnny
Torch.
Storm.
Yep.
Yeah.
He gets around.
He does.
He's the face of the franchise.
Oh, boy. So...
Yeah. So what's this movie about? What are they doing?
Okay. Well, first of all, we find out... It starts off kind of like, in 1995, Andy, the kid from Toy Story, watched this movie. Because this is like the movie that he watched that got him obsessed with Buzz Lightyear.
Yeah.
I don't know if I like that.
Yeah, it's weird.
Because it's like, okay, I don't know. I don't see what would make a kid get so obsessed about Buzz Lightyear by watching this.
Yeah.
I mean, I did get obsessed with some weird stuff probably when I was a kid. I was really into Mac and Me.
Yeah.
I didn't go out and buy Mac and Me toys. Probably because there weren't any.
Yeah.
But
did McDonald's do any, like, toys in their Happy Meals?
Surprisingly, as far as I know, they did not.
Wow.
They just had the movie.
What a bummer.
Which is weird, because they're the ones who made the movie.
Yeah, it's like their baby.
Why didn't they have Happy Meals with it?
I don't know.
I think, yeah.
Maybe they were ashamed of it.
Maybe. They should have been. I mean, rightly so. Let's get off of Mac and Me, though.
Always got to talk about Mac and
I know.
Me.
I can't help myself. So, this was the movie that he saw. And it starts off, they're in the Turnip, is what they've been calling it. It's like this big spaceship that's got a lot of people on it. And they're... I don't know where they're heading.
I think they just explore space for different planets that they can colonize or something. I don't know.
Maybe, but I felt like they were like on a mission to go to a specific place.
Maybe.
Because they, like, then suddenly they see that there's a planet that's close by and they decide, oh, well, we're just going to stop here and see, you know, if there's anything, what this planet is like or whatever.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I guess it would make sense if they were just exploring. Because I was going to say, it doesn't make sense if they just get stuck there and they're like, oh, but we have to go somewhere.
Yeah. Well,
they were trying to get off of there.
I mean, the ship is just like a couple of space rangers, like 3, and then like a ton of scientists.
Yeah.
So that's why I would think they're looking for habitable planets.
Maybe. I don't know. I just kind of felt like there was a specific place they were going, but maybe not.
I don't know.
Who knows? Anyway, but they find an uncharted planet, and...
with Tom Holland on it and Mark Wahlberg, they're exploring it. Uncharted.
Oh, gosh. You're never going to make it through this episode. So they decide that Buzz is the one who decides, because he's like the commander, I guess.
Yeah.
And his best friend is also there. Her name is Hawthorne, Alicia Hawthorne.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, well, let's go ahead and stop by and see what's going on with this planet. So he lands them there. They get out. Well, he gets out. He goes off and he's exploring.
He likes to do things on his own.
He does.
A rogue.
He's kind of a loner, I guess.
Yeah.
He goes out there and he also likes to monologue kind of, I guess.
Yeah.
So he's always
his mission logs.
Yeah, he's always recording his mission logs, even though he doesn't have to, because Alicia's like, they don't listen to that. Just, you don't have to worry about this, because she doesn't do it either. But, so she shows up too. She's out there and he's like, what are you doing? I wanted to go out here by myself. except he sounds less whiny when he says it, I guess. And then she's like, yeah, well, you forgot the rookie. Mm-hmm. And so he's like, I didn't want to bring the rookie.
Yeah, he hates rookies.
He doesn't like rookies because they always give him, like, sad eyes.
Yeah.
So, of course, there's the rookie, which was Bill Hader.
Yeah, and I did not know it.
No, but his name is Featheringham Stan.
Yeah.
His last name, Featheringham Stan.
Quite a name.
Yep. So, he's out there, giving sad eyes, of course.
Mm-hmm.
And Buzz and Hawthorne are just kind of walking around, exploring a little bit, and then suddenly the rookie gets pulled underground by vines.
Yep, and the vines are also going after the turnip too.
Yep, and then they go after Buzz and Alicia.
Yeah.
So they've got vines after them. And then there are also bugs that show up. 'Cause there's always
big old
bugs.
killer bugs.
Mm-hmm. So they have the vines coming after them. They have the bugs. They look over. The turnip is like being pulled underground. Mm-hmm. So they have to rush back. And I was like, well, I guess they're just leaving the rookie behind. He's dead now.
Yeah, I thought he was gone because they like didn't care.
Exactly.
I don't know how he got back up. It looked like he went underground and was gone.
Yeah, I have no idea. But
he shows back up.
He does show back up, and he's running. They're all running toward the turnip, and they do make it inside.
Yeah. Well, the rookie doesn't. He's still fighting with the vine back there, and Buzz has to go back and get him.
Yeah, I skipped all that part. In my notes, I was like, I mean, some stuff happened. They do eventually all make it back inside.
Yeah.
But yeah, he does go back and rescues the rookie, and they all make it inside before the doors close, I guess.
Yeah.
And he goes up to get him out of the air.
They're going to take off and fly away.
Yep. And they do. They take off, but they're not on the right trajectory. So they're kind of angled toward this mountain that they're flying toward. And so he finally manages to pull up, and you think they're going to make it, but they hit just one little part that's jutting out, I guess, and it damages the turnip.
Yep.
I don't know what it was actually called, but they call it the turnip.
Yeah.
But it's the spaceship. So they damage the turnip and they can't go any further. So they crash land, and they find out that the fuel crystal that they were using is broken.
Yeah.
And they don't have any more of them. I guess that was their only... I guess every ship only gets one fuel crystal, and it's supposed to last them long enough.
That seems dumb.
Yeah, so they're like, well, we're stuck on this planet. We might as well make do with what we've got. We can mine the planet, and hopefully we can find all the resources we need to make a new fuel crystal.
Yep.
And Buzz court-martials himself at one point too.
Yeah.
He just tears off his little
I'm done.
name tag, and he's like,
I failed.
You're in charge now. I failed the mission. I failed us.
Did he really make... He always talks about it. He made a mistake. But what mistake did he really make? He did the best he could.
I guess the mistake was going to that planet.
I guess, but that's not...
Because they were going towards some other... They had a flight plan, and he took them off of that plan, I guess. And so that was where he messed up.
I guess.
I don't know.
Seems weird.
So, yeah, but he blames himself, of course. And they're marooned there now. And they're there for about a year when they think they've got all the stuff to make the fuel. And they send him out on the first test flight.
Yeah, he's got a rubber band around a star, come back, get into hyperspace, and that'll turn the fuel into a crystal for some reason.
Well, it's already a crystal, but they're testing it, I think, to make sure that it... Because when it shows it, it's in a crystal form. It's in the little star shape. When he puts it in there, it is.
They put the liquid in there.
They put liquid in there, but then they pull the little top off, and it turns it into the little crystal. Okay. But they have to test it and make sure that it'll get them into hyperspeed.
Yeah.
Because they're not sure if they have everything correct.
They gotta get the right mix, but how do they not know what the right mix is? Shouldn't they have been doing this for a long time, making these crystals if they're going out into space? How
did they make the one that was originally in the ship that was broken?
Yeah,
exactly.
Somebody should have that information.
You would think so,
but no one knows.
Well, maybe they don't have all of the resources on that planet for the original recipe.
Maybe
the original recipe, it's KFC.
It is a KFC crystal.
So maybe the planet doesn't have that. It doesn't really go into it, though.
No,
it doesn't.
But that seems weird.
Yeah. So he takes the first test flight. He slingshots around that sun, and he almost gets to hyperspeed.
Is it 0.7 C? Or the sun's speed of light.
It's 70%, and then it messes up.
Yeah, it fails.
Oh, well, actually, he also... it's supposed to be a 4-minute flight, and I'm just looking at my notes because I skipped a little, but it's supposed to be a 4-minute flight around the star and then to come back. There's one part where he doesn't like autopilot, but they keep giving him an autopilot, and it's called Ivan. What it's called? So at one point he puts the autopilot in, and it's kind of garbled, and so he has to take it out, and he blows it like it's a Nintendo cartridge, which was pretty funny. I guess back in 95 when that came out, well, you know,
that does make
when
sense.
Lightyear came out.
We were blowing in cartridges then.
Because I was still playing my Nintendo at that point.
Yeah.
I'm sure there were other Nintendos also.
The SNES was probably out at that point, and then the Sega. But you still blew in those too, so...
So there we go. But I was like, oh my gosh, it's a Nintendo cartridge. So yeah. And also when he's flying around that star, he's really close to it. I'm like, how is he not burning up in that star?
I mean, he's got like heat shields and stuff, but still.
That's
crazy.
So yeah, he gets about to 70% and then it fails. He fails to reach hyperspeed. He almost doesn't make it back. He has to course correct.
He's off his trajectory.
Yeah, and he has to like turn autopilot off, or he has to
explode the crystal to knock him into the right path.
Back into the path. So he does that and he makes it back. And things are different. A little bit different. He gets there. The guy, Diaz, I think was his name, who was like helping him into the ship or whatever. He comes back and Diaz has a mustache. And he's like, wow.
Beard going,
yeah. He's like, how did you get that in like 4 minutes? It's like, that's strange. He's been gone for 4 years.
Yeah. Theory of relativity stuff.
Yep. So while he was out doing his 4-minute flight, 4 years have passed on the planet, and he goes back to his room, and he and Hawthorne have rooms like right next to each other, or right across the hall from each other. And we find out that she's engaged.
Yeah.
Because she met somebody. Yeah. Like, I guess during their first year or whatever, started dating someone.
She met her 3 years ago.
Yeah. Because he's like, wow, that was really fast. And she's like,
3 years.
It's been 3 years, man. It's like you were just gone for it all, you know?
Yeah.
So that's kind of sad. He missed out on all of that.
Yeah.
But he goes into his room and there's a package for him. And it's like from Alicia. And he opens up the package and there's a mouse, like a little toy mouse. It's like, interesting. And he lifts off the stuff underneath it, and there's a little robot cat.
Robo-cat.
And its name is Socks.
Yep.
And Socks, you thought when you saw the trailers.
I hated him.
You were like, I'm going to hate that
like,
robot
seriously,
cat.
He sucked in the stupid trailers. Their trailers were terrible.
I loved Socks.
Yeah, in the movie, it was much better.
He was so cute.
But in the trailers, man, they did a terrible job. Because I did end up liking this movie.
Yeah.
But the trailers, man.
They did not do it justice.
I would have never watched this movie from the trailers. I feel like somebody else did that recently, too, where the trailer was just bad. And then the show wasn't bad at all. I don't remember what it was.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, maybe some trailers need to get fixed.
Maybe. I was trying to think of what it could be, but...
Yeah, I don't remember.
Maybe it was one of the Marvel movies or shows?
Maybe Miss Marvel. I wasn't looking forward to it as much.
Maybe.
I don't know. I feel like it's something else, though, but I don't remember.
Anyway, so, yeah, he has Socks now. Socks
is like to help him cope. Like, he's comfort him for his return.
Yeah, so it's like his little companion. But he doesn't spend a lot of time with Socks.
No.
Because basically the next day, it seems like, he's like, all right, I gotta go back on another mission. I gotta try this again.
He doesn't want to give up. He's trying to fix that mistake.
Exactly. So he tries the mission again, and there's another failure.
Oh, before he goes, Socks is like, what do you want me to do? He's like, well, chase your little mouse. He's like, I don't care about my mouse.
Isn't there anything more challenging you can get me to do? So he's like,
figure out this fuel formula.
Exactly. So he sets Socks up on that mission. Then he goes on, he slingshots around the sun again. It fails again, and it's 4 years later again. Alicia is married and pregnant. And then he goes on the same mission again, and when he comes back, she's got a baby, or not a baby, but he's like 4.
Yeah.
And he just keeps going again and again and again until
keeps trying.
Yep. And he comes back, it's like her kid is graduating, he comes back, she just keeps getting older and older each time.
Like her 40th anniversary.
Exactly.
All this stuff.
So everyone is aging, and he's not, because he's always on his little 4-minute missions. That would be so crazy too. 4 minutes.
Weird. Yeah.
And then he maybe stays for a day.
Changed, yeah.
Gosh.
It's crazy.
Yeah. So he gets back one time, or I guess the last time he gets back, and she's not in her office.
She's not there. Her office is cleared out,
Yep,
except for a little thing on her desk.
There's a little hologram thing that has a message for him.
Yeah.
And so in that, she's telling him, that she loved her life there and everything.
Yeah, she's in a hospital bed.
Mm-hmm. And her granddaughter comes in. Her granddaughter is Izzy, and is asking her what she's doing. She's like, I'm talking to my friend Buzz.
Mm-hmm. The Space Ranger.
Yeah, and she's like, I want to be a Space Ranger when I get older.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, just like Buzz. And she's like, no, just like you. I was like, oh,
it's real
that's so
sweet.
cute.
Yeah.
So yeah, she dies, of course, because she's old.
She's old.
And then the new commander comes in.
Yeah.
Burnside.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, well, good news. Your mission's over. We're staying here. You don't have to worry about it anymore.
We're building a laser shield.
Exactly. We're going to keep those bugs and vines out of here with our laser shield. So they're just going to stay there forever. So he's like, okay. Yes. So he goes back to his room, and Socks has some good news for him. He's figured out the fuel problem. He did it. It took a long time.
It took 62 years.
He figured it out.
Yep.
So he's like, all right, great. We can go, fix it, go on another mission, even though he's been told he's not going to get any more missions.
It's like, I gotta get everybody back home.
Exactly. And then these guards show up. They're like, we're here to take Socks.
Yeah, he's being decommissioned.
He's being decommissioned.
That's just so weird. I don't...
Why?
It's like they turned evil somehow. But why?
Yeah, it's like they knew that he had the formula fixed.
It's like, what's the point?
But,
yeah,
it was really weird. So he's like, okay, well, I'll do it myself. Let me say goodbye and everything. And he closes the door, and then they jump out the window.
Yeah.
So he takes Socks, and he takes the formula, and they get out the window. Yeah. And they're gonna get a new fuel
plane, basically.
Yeah, they're gonna get a new fuel crystal with the correct formula. They're gonna get a new fuel crystal with correct formula, and they're gonna get out of there. They're gonna do that mission again and try to hit hyperspeed.
Yep.
So there's this big chasing kind of thing going on.
Yeah.
But they do make it.
They do.
They get out there, and everything works.
Yeah, the crystal holds up. They reach hyperspeed.
They get there, they come back to the planet, but they're going a little too fast, so they kind of miss the landing. And plus, also, there's a laser shield.
There's the laser shield, yep.
Just blocking them.
Can't get around that.
So they...
just kind of land out on the planet.
Yeah, they just kind of land out there. It's kind of like in a forest, it looks like. So he gets out, and he grabs the crystal, and he's like, all right, it's time to head back. We gotta give this to him, so...
The good news.
Exactly. Mission was a success. We get to go back, be heroes.
Yep.
And then somebody stops him, and he looks, and the person's name on their suit is Hawthorne.
Yeah.
And so he's like, Alicia? And he's like, no, I'm Izzy.
Yeah, I'm the granddaughter.
I'm Alicia's granddaughter.
Yeah, she tackled him because there was a robot.
There was a robot.
Coming for him.
Exactly. So he has been gone for 22 years this time.
Took a while.
It did. So lots of things have happened, but it seems like they all happened within the past week.
Yeah.
Because this ship showed up out of nowhere, and all of these robots came, and they're standing outside of the laser shield trying to get in.
Shooting the shield.
Yeah, trying to get into the base there. So don't really know what they're after. But assuming that they're bad. Yeah. We're just gonna assume that, And the
robot comes and puts a little device on his ship and just transports it away. They both just teleport out of there.
They do. Also, we forgot to say that during the chase, while they were trying to steal a ship, the computer that had the formula broke.
Oh, yeah. It did get broken.
So, whoops.
Oopsie.
I don't really talk about that again, but whoopsie. Exactly. Oh, and also when the mission was successful, there was confetti that came out.
Oh, yeah. It just exploded in his face.
It's like,
congratulations.
Okay. Izzy takes him to an outpost where she's been staying with some other people.
Her crew.
Yep, they're the junior patrol. They go out there to train and everything, and they happened to be out there when the ship arrived.
Yeah.
And they can't get back into the city.
Came around.
Yep, the robot shows up there at the outpost. Couldn't think of the word for a second. Shows up there at the outpost, and it tries to take Buzz. So they all have to fight hide it.
Because the robot went back to the ship and is like, cool, you got the plane. Where's the pilot?
Yeah, exactly.
Saying, Buzzerg.
Buzzerg. Yeah.
That's all they can say.
That's all the robots can say. Buzzerg. So, yeah, it has to go back and try to get in.
It gets him pretty good. He loses his sword, his gun, picks him up by his foot, just hanging there.
Yeah, but also Socks ends up doing something to its arm, so its arm ends up falling off, and
Izzy shoots it with a paintball gun ammo, because they don't have live ammo. They just had, practice ammo.
Yeah, well, most of it is just practice ammo, but there is a harpoon gun.
There's a harpoon gun.
Because Mo grabs the harpoon gun and shoots, and almost hits the
He's
bus.
not great at it.
It's his first time using the harpoon gun.
And that's Taika Waititi's character.
And then the second time he gets it, because he does reload it, and he does hit the robot.
Yeah.
And
it stops him. He drops Buzz. And then they get back into the outpost.
Yeah, so they're all good.
Yeah.
So we have Izzy, of course, who is
Keke Palmer.
Yeah, Keke Palmer, and it's Alicia's granddaughter. She's afraid of space.
Yeah. She does not want to go to space.
Yeah, not good. Then we have Mo, who Taika Waititi, of course, plays. He was about to quit the Junior Patrol.
Yeah, he thought it was just going to be a fun adventure to have. Like a fun workout, basically, like those boot camps.
Yeah, and then he was like, oh, this is not what I expected. Yeah. So he was going to quit, and that's when everything went bad. And so he's like, well, I guess I'm kind of stuck here now.
Yeah.
He's very accident prone also.
Yes, he is a bumbling fool.
I swear, I was like, you've got to stop. You just got to stop moving at all. Because what is wrong with you? Then we have Darby, who is an older lady. Yeah. And she is on parole. Yeah. Because she tried to steal a ship. Yeah. Which you find out later. Yeah. And she's like an explosion expert. Right. And so she's like, she
not
can make...
supposed to have any guns or anything.
And she can make bombs out of pretty much anything.
Yeah.
And then the last one, who doesn't really get much screen time, is Derek. Because they had all these little robots called Eric. And this is Derek. Somebody has just painted a D in front of Eric. And basically the only thing that it helps with is it tries to give directions. Yeah. And then it keeps messing up. And it's like, hold on, no. Let me try that again. Yeah. So then you take the first two.
You're gonna go south toward that base.
Way, and then
past 2 stop signs. Oh, that's a dead end. Sorry.
Hold on. And then so you go this way. It's like, oh my gosh. So they finally just leave because they're like, we can't wait for this robot to finish doing his thing. So yeah, that's the team. Oh, and also of course Socks, because Socks is still there. Yeah. So
they have a plan, and it's called Operation Surprise Party or something like that. Yeah.
They're gonna take a ship. They're gonna go up to the Zerg ship. Yeah. And they're gonna blow it up so that all of the robots will stop functioning, and then everything will be safe. Yep. And they can get back into the city or whatever. Right. So that's their plan. Mm-hmm. And they go into the outpost. There's like a spot in there where there are planes and stuff.
Well, they have a ship there. They just have the one ship. Ships. Yeah. They go to another place. Where that's like been decommissioned, but has a bunch of different planes.
Okay, that's where it was. See, I forget. Oh, they have their.
That's where he's trying to give them directions to.
They have a truck. Yeah, that takes.
They have a truck.
That's right, because they have the key. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. The key fob. Okay. So they get to that spot. And, like, the very first ship that he did his first mission on or whatever is there.
But there's also a bunch of pods with a bunch of bugs in them that are hibernating.
Yes. They're on the ceiling.
Yeah, creepy stuff.
Yeah, so they're like, oh, we'd better be very careful about this because we don't want these guys to wake up. So they go in. He notices that there are a bunch of suits, and it's the old Star Command suits. Like the actual Buzz Lightyear suit, because he's been wearing something else. Right. So he goes in there, he changes into his old suit. Because why not,
Why not?
Exactly. So while he's looking at everything and just like reminiscing, the rest of the people show up. I mean, the other team, the rest of the team. And this is the point where... the first point where it's like, oh no, Mo.
Mo's gonna kill us all.
Mo, you're gonna be the death of everyone. Because I can't remember if he drops the keys or if he just goes to grab them, and when he grabs them, he hits...
that's why they came, is because Buzz Buzz took the keys
Buzz
with
took
him.
the keys, so they're like, we have to get the keys because we have to get back into the truck and go back.
Yeah.
And
so he picks him up and he basically hits the
stupid alarm. The alarm on the key fob, and the alarm on the truck goes off, which wakes up all the bugs from hibernation. Yep. So they get stuck in the room with all the suits.
Yeah.
But while they're in there, they're like, why don't we all put on suits? So they all get their own little Star Command suits, which is cute.
Yep.
And of course, Izzy gets the one that belonged to her grandmother. Mm-hmm. So it still has Hawthorne on it.
Yeah, Mo has the rookies.
Mo has the feathering him stand. Yeah. So he has that one, and I don't know who Darby's dressed as, but whatever. So they all change into their suits, and they realize that the suits, or Buzz remembers the suits, have stealth mode. Yeah. So they're going to use that.
No, we know they're on a timer because they tried to use them when they first landed on the planet
to get away from the bugs.
Yeah, they weren't able to make it to the ship in time before the stealth wore off.
Yeah, so Buzz knows that there's a stealth there's a timer on the stealth mode. Yeah. But he neglects to tell the others that.
He forgets to mention that.
It's like, Buzz, I swear.
Yeah.
Sir, what's wrong with you?
Well, to be fair, it's kind of their fault. Because he's like, y'all go right. I'm going to go left to my ship. Y'all take the truck out of here.
That's true.
And then we'll get out. And then
they're like,
they get real cocky.
We're in stealth mode. These bugs can't see us. And they start like...
They're dancing
around the bugs. You know, like, they're never gonna know.
Yeah.
So, I mean, instead of just walk out of there, just get out of there as quickly as possible. No, we're gonna like rub it in their faces with our invisible bodies. And then they realize, oh, wait, we're not invisible anymore.
Yeah. So Mo pulls his emergency thing, which is you're never supposed to pull that because it's the biggest act of cowardice or whatever.
Yes.
So, but he does it.
Yeah. He immediately does it. And I mean, like, the bugs see them and he's just like, I surrender! And just pulls it. It's like, oh my God.
It just turns into a big ball of airbags, basically.
Yes. And so they pretty much roll with him.
Try to roll him to the truck.
Yeah, they try to go to the truck, but they are not going to make it there, so they have to turn around and go back to where Buzz is. And he's like, no, don't leave them back here. But, of course they do. They all get into the ship.
Yeah.
And get out of there. And that's when you find out that Izzy is scared of space once they're up there. And also, apparently, Mo has like motion sickness or something because he just keeps talking about he's going to throw up.
He does.
It's like, oh my gosh, this is the worst people to have
a bad crew
on your team right now. And Zurg has gone off because when I guess the other robot came back empty-handed again and actually without a hand too. And so he's like, I'll just do it myself, and goes out in a ship of his own.
Yeah.
And so he sees them and goes after them and shoots them down.
Yep.
So they end up on the dark side of the planet.
Right. But kind of near a mining facility.
Yeah. And Sox does like a diagnostic or whatever for the ship to find out what's wrong. Turns out they need a specialized capacitance, which is some kind of wire.
Yeah, basically just a capacitor, a fuse.
Yeah, it's like a fuse, basically.
Yeah.
And they decide that they're going to go to the mining facility that is nearby because surely they can find one there. So that's where they head off.
Because they need because what's her name? The old lady.
Darby.
She has done it before when they were building radios or whatever. And you just steal it from a computer, basically.
Yeah. So. Yep.
Surely there'll be a computer there.
Exactly. So that's where they head off to. I'm pretty sure the name of the planet, they said it earlier, but I think it's called Takani Prime. And I think that
kind of sounds right.
I think that was like on the sign outside of the mining facility or whatever. So I was like, okay, nice. So we have a name for it.
Yeah.
They get inside. Sox goes off and finds the thing that they need. And guess what happens? Mo hits a freaking button because of course he does. And all these little cone things come on top of them to like keep them in place until guards can show up. But none of the guards can get there because they're all stuck
in the colony.
So
you would think somebody would be left at the mining facility, but
you would think so.
Not.
You would think so. So they have to figure out how to get out of those. And it turns out that if the cones touch each other, then
they merge. Yeah.
So they all get merged in one together, except for Buzz. And he's gonna like hold the door open while they use their big cone to
ram
knock something.
Open. Yeah,
the computer or whatever.
Ram the electrical system to shut down the power.
Yes, but they have to have that door open because once the power goes, they won't be able to get out if that door's not open. But they don't weigh enough to do it, so they need him. And so he's like, "But I have to hold the door." It's like, "No, but we need you.
We need your weight."
Yep. So he hits the door, he jumps into him and merges, and they do manage to get out.
Yeah.
But of course, half of the facility falls off.
Yeah, it causes like an explosion for some reason. I don't know why, but
I don't either.
It does.
But the room that they're in starts falling.
Yeah, Buzz almost falls.
But they do make it.
They're caught. They form a chain.
Yep.
It's nice.
And they save him. Then they're like, "Oh my gosh, that was rough. We need a break."
Yeah.
So Mo looks over and he sees a vending machine. He's like, "I'll get us some snacks so that we can recharge." Speaking of recharging, Socks recharges himself by plugging himself into a computer or whatever. And they open up their sandwiches.
Yeah.
And these sandwiches are not like our sandwiches.
They're not.
Because apparently someone decided that bread on the outside of sandwiches was too much bread.
Yeah. So put the meat out there.
Meat on the outside. So you have juicy fingers.
I hate it.
It was so gross.
So disgusting.
And these sandwiches, it was like ham, cucumbers,
lettuce, and bread.
And bread.
Yeah.
Just weird.
Just weird all around. I read it because I looked before, so I was like, what food and snacks is
Oh my god, I'm
Lightyear?
so glad we did not.
And I was like, oh, they make disgusting sandwiches. I'm like, oh, no, I don't want to do that. That sounds awful. So,
no,
we did not do that.
No, we didn't.
If you're looking forward to us trying these terrible sandwiches, we'll save you time. It's disgusting. 0 out of 10.
Well, I mean, we don't know because we haven't tried it.
No, I'm sorry. I'm not holding meat. I'm not like wet, slimy deli meat.
Yeah, it's gross.
Yeah. Especially from a vending machine? No, thank you.
Yeah, how long has that been in here?
That's disgusting. Yeah.
Ew.
Yeah.
But I mean, the food that they have when he goes back to his room anyway looks gross.
It does look gross too, yeah. They're all like, I don't know what they are.
I don't either.
Everything's slimy in this place for some reason.
Yeah.
And they love it. I hope that's not the future.
I will not survive.
You know what? I'm out. I can't do this.
So they're sitting there eating their sandwiches and everything. And then, of course, what happens? Mo accidentally hits Socks.
Yeah, knocks him off.
Yeah, it makes him have to reboot. Because they think he's dead at first. He's like, no! Socks, come back to us. Yeah. But he's fine, except he needs to be rebooted. But when he reboots, there's a message from Alicia that he's never seen.
It was a corrupted file.
Yeah, it was a corrupted file, and so Buzz has never seen it. And I think this is where she's talking about how she's giving Socks his directive, I guess, and saying, take care of Buzz, my best friend. Probably talking about how she hopes that he has a good life on the planet because she has. She's had a good, or she's, because she gave him Socks sometime. She had Socks ready for him sometime within those first 4 years of his first mission. Yeah. But, I mean, she was already having good things happen because she was already engaged and everything. She's ready to start her life with her wife and everything. So, anyway, he realizes that he's the only one who didn't have a life on the planet. Yep. And it's kind of sad. He always wanted to be alone, but now he really feels like he's alone. Yikes.
The world's passed him by.
Yep. So
man out of time.
Yeah, exactly. So they have the piece of thing, the wire or whatever that they need. So they're heading back to the ship, and
they're attacked by robots.
Zurg shows up also. Yeah. And they realize that he's only after Buzz. Yeah. And he knows Buzz's name. Which was weird, because it's like, how does he know who Buzz is? Because Buzz wasn't even here when the ship showed up. That's strange. So they all escape. They get into the ship. Socks is trying to put the capacitance, whatever. It's capacitor, but they call it capacitance. He's trying to put that into the ship and they're at like 99% or whatever. And then suddenly, I think Izzy hits the wrong button. Is that what happens?
It's, she just does it too early.
Oh, too early. Okay.
Yeah, to turn on the thrusters or whatever.
Okay.
So
because they're all under pressure. And
yeah.
So she hits it too early, I guess.
Because they have a running thing of like, man, your grandmother used to finish my sentences. And she keeps trying and failing to finish the sentences. So she's anticipating what he's going to say. And she makes the wrong choice.
Yeah. And so when she hits whatever she hits, it ejects the fuel. Yeah. The fuel crystal. Mm-hmm. So they have to go back for it. Yeah. And they don't make it in time because there's a robot that shows up and takes it.
Well, wasn't it? Did Zurg take it?
No, the robot. The robot takes it and teleports back to the ship.
Because she was running after it, and then he just beat her there.
Yeah, and so they're like, oh no, now we don't have the fuel, and we can't go anywhere. So they're kind of bummed out about that. And then Zurg takes Buzz because he shows up and teleports him onto the thing before they can stop him. Mm-hmm. So now Buzz is gone. Mm-hmm. They're stuck there in the middle of nowhere with no plan. And we go back up to the ship and find out who Zurg is. Who is Zurg? And this is the part where I was like, wait, what is happening? Because
I knew it was whenever he was chasing him. Whenever he's like, why does he know it's Buzz? I'm like, I know why he knows it's Buzz.
Because I'm like, it's got to be somebody he knows. Yeah. I wasn't expecting it to be old Buzz, which is who it is. But it's old Buzz. Yeah. But it does not make sense to me. Because it's got to be Buzz from a different timeline.
I guess. I mean, well, it's not. It's the same one. He said he went back in time with the crystal. So he went back. The farthest he could go back was like a week before Buzz got back. So it's Buzz, but he landed and then was immediately driven off.
Then how did our Buzz get back?
Because...
this is where I don't understand.
Okay, so in the original timeline, he lands... They're like, oh, you're under arrest or whatever. He takes off. Okay. He goes and flies at hyperspeed to whatever, finds the technology, finds the ship, and steals it. I don't know where the other aliens went, but he's able to take that. Ship. So he goes back in time, and he goes before he lands. So he actually goes past when he landed. So he changes the future from that point on.
For the original.
Yeah,
for
so he's saying, we now know that I can affect time.
Okay, because I was so confused. I'm so glad that you were talking me through this, because I was like, what? It has to be from two different timelines, but now that you say it, okay, it makes sense.
That's why he wants to go back even further to change history again to where they never have that issue and they're able to get off the planet without everything going wrong. He can fix his mistake.
But the furthest he's been able to go back is to that one point, to that week before. Yep. Okay. I'm like, I'm so confused. I'm usually good at like time travel stuff, but this one just, I don't know. I don't know if they just didn't explain it well enough for me or what.
I don't know.
But anyway, so...
There's a lot of revelations all at once.
Maybe. I don't know. I'd also had some beers, so I'm going to blame that.
It's true.
I'm going to blame that I was buzzed, so I didn't understand the whole thing with the old buzz.
We got buzzed for the buzz.
I wasn't even drunk. I mean, no. I really, it was like nothing. Yeah. That was like the least alcoholic beer I've ever had in my entire life.
Ultra. It's not that strong.
No. So he wants to use the fuel crystal to go back in time to change it, to go back to like... I'm not sure. Right after they landed on the planet, so he can stop that from happening, so they don't get stuck and they can get out of there. Yeah. But he needs the fuel crystal to do that.
Yeah, because it's not an exact science. He's been tinkering with it and everything, and it's kind of
the fuel crystal that he has. It shows it at one point, and you can see it's kind of like fallen apart.
Yeah, it's worn out.
So it just doesn't have enough to go back that far. Mm-hmm. So he wants to use that, and Buzz realizes though that if he does that, if he goes back and changes all that, then all the people that he knows now won't exist anymore. Yeah. And Alicia won't have lived her life the way she wanted, because she ended up loving her life. Yeah. And he's like, I can't let that happen. Yeah. So he's like, no, dog, I'm not.
Like, if you'd have talked to me like a couple days ago or whatever,
then sure, I would have been all for it. But things have changed now. Yeah, so no.
I've seen the world. Because, I mean, like, the people that are there now aren't that's their home now.
Yeah.
They grew up there. They made their lives there.
Like Izzy and Mo. Darby, I don't know about Darby, because she's pretty old. I don't know how old Darby is.
Yeah, she might have been through it all that.
So,
yeah.
Who knows? She may have been like one of the first people born on the planet. I don't know. No, I do not know Darby's age or anything like that. Yeah. But, that's the only home they've ever known. Yeah. So it would be...
It would be, he's eliminating a lot of people just for his own, selfish needs.
Exactly. Yeah. He's just being selfish. That's exactly what it is. Right. And so he's like, yeah, I'm not going to do that, bro. Yeah. And he's trying to get away. Old Buzz gets mad about it. And then, Old Buzz also has a version of socks.
Yes, he does, with only half a face. What happened to him?
I don't know what happened to Socks, but that's so sad. Yeah. So Socks knocks him out.
Yeah, knocks out Old Buzz.
Because he has he has these little blow dart kind of things that he can use occasionally. He's like, he'll buy you 5 minutes. Yeah. So he does that.
Because he was supposed to use it on Buzz if he got out of control.
Yeah. Yeah, because he doesn't confirm that. But
it's like, I buy you 5 minutes.
He's like, were you supposed to use that on me? So yeah, they run off. So they run off together, and then
get married.
yes, Buzz and Socks get married.
It's sweet.
It's the best. No, so the others who are still on the planet, they're trying to figure out how they can help. And Izzy realizes,
well, she's down.
She's very down. She throws her little Hawthorne name tag, and it blows away in the wind. But where it hits the side of the ship, and she notices there's something on the ship. Yeah, because one of the robots had put one of the teleporters on there. Right. So they use the teleporter.
Yeah, we can get in.
I have a plan. She's like, Operation
Surprise
Party is still a go. Yeah. So they go over to it. I guess they get inside of it. I don't really know. Or something. Anyway, they get it back. They use it to get on board the thing. On board the big ship. So she leaves Mo and Darby behind.
To guard the ship. Because there's a corridor that the robots might come down, basically. Yeah. So she's like, guard the ship, I'm going after Buzz. And they all take one of the teleporters so that they can get back there real quick without having to run all the way back to it, which is very smart.
It is very smart.
It's a great plan.
So she grabs one, straps it to her back. Darby grabs one and straps it to her back. Mo grabs one, drops it immediately. Yeah. It falls and respawns. It teleports back to the same spot, falls, teleports back, falls. And it's like,
the button is facing toward the ground, so it just keeps falling down. And
so it's like, just grab it. Please. But he does finally get it, and they head off. They separate, and Izzy takes Socks also. Yeah. Because Socks can triangulate where Buzz is. But it's weird because there are two Buzzes. Yeah. Because Socks realizes there are two Buzzes. That can't be right. Well. There must be something wrong.
We can get close at least.
Exactly. So they head off. And, of course, Zurg gets back in his big robot body. Or I said Zurg instead of Old Buzz, but you know what I mean. Yeah. Old Buzz gets back in his Zurg body.
Potato.
Exactly. And squishes Old Socks. Yeah. I was like, no.
So Buzz is trying to self-destruct the ship.
Yes. And he said it for 2 minutes or whatever, which is the longest 2 minutes.
Yeah, it's very long, 2 minutes.
This is like Steve and Nancy and Robin levels of being choked for 40 minutes.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, yeah, he squashes Old Socks, which was really sad. But, I mean, there's
still young Socks.
There's still the other Socks, so
we'll hold on to that.
Too bad. Yeah, exactly.
And he didn't have a face anyway.
True.
He was hideous.
Oh, come on. I wouldn't say that. He was still adorable. So Buzz and Old Buzz are fighting each other in some room, and they end up turning off the gravity, the anti-gravity. Or is it a gravity? No, it's gravity, because anti-gravity's on now and they're floating in the air. I'm so sorry. What is wrong with me today? I can't understand anything.
It's not anti-gravity. It's what is it called? It's not gravity simulation. It's oh my gosh, no.
What is it called? It's I don't like to think it's gravity simulation. What have you done?
What have you done? I don't know. I can't remember.
Oh my god. Am I gonna have to look this up?
Maybe. No how to look it up.
Either.
Artificial gravity.
Thank you. I see it right now. We are both looking at it right now. Oh my god. Artificial gravity. Yeah. Oh lord. So he turns off artificial gravity and they're floating around. I don't know why we even had to go into that. We really knew what we were talking about. Whatever. So, yeah, they're floating around.
They're fighting.
Trying
to get, that crystal, I guess?
Yes, they're fighting over the fuel crystal. And Socks triangulates where Buzz is, but they can't get to it. Now. Yeah, they can't get to it because it's...
The ship is like a U, and they're both on the, tips of the U, so...
Yes. So they're like, oh no, we can't get to them. But they realize there's an airlock.
Mm-hmm.
So Izzy's going to have to go out the airlock.
Yeah, float across
in the middle of space.
Yeah, and she's like, no.
And she's like, I don't like this at all.
That's a big no.
But... she's gotta help, so she does it. And she goes out the airlock. And as she is floating across, she's almost to the door, the airlock on the other side. They're still fighting in there, and they hit something that makes the ship move.
Buzz knocks Buzz into the controls, and it pulls the ship up.
Yeah, so she's drifting farther away from the door.
Yeah,
under the ship.
Because it's going up, she's still going straight.
Exactly, so she's trying to grab something, and she finally does grab onto something, but Socks is floating away, and I was like, no! But she does save him, and so they both make it. Mm-hmm. And they get to an airlock, and they get inside. Also, Darby and Mo, they can see that the robots are coming, and Darby makes a bomb, of course, because, explosives. That's what she does. Expert. So she makes a bomb and sets it on the ground, and Mo's like, do you really think they're gonna just step
robots,
on it?
They're not gonna step on it.
It's I wouldn't step on something like that. And I'm thinking, Mo, no, you probably would.
Yeah.
So they decide they're gonna drop something on it to explode when the robots come.
Yeah. So and there's some kind of thing up above
them. So they get above them and they're trying to unscrew it or whatever.
Well, what's her name is? But Mo ain't doing much.
No, Mo's just sitting there going, are you sure this is going to work?
Do you need a pen?
Do you need a pen? Exactly. I've got a pen.
He's got a pen in his suit for some reason.
Yeah.
It pops out and he just plays with it all the time.
Yeah, exactly. So old Buzz ends up stopping the self-destruct.
Yeah, with 15 seconds left.
Yeah. And then I guess he turns back on the artificial gravity. Mm-hmm. So, gosh, I can't remember. I didn't write a lot of notes at the end because there was a lot of stuff happening, of course.
Yeah. And I think is he about to kill Buzz or is he... Yeah, because he doesn't need him anymore. Yeah,
because he's going to go back in time. It's not going to matter if that Buzz is still there because he's going to be there, I guess. Yeah. Or the other version, the younger version of himself. Back in time where he's going or he's planning on going, that one will still be there. So this one will be unnecessary. So he's going to kill him.
Yeah.
But
somebody starts cutting through the door, though. And it's Izzy with Socks.
Izzy with Socks because Socks
hacks up a blowtorch.
Yeah. He starts hacking up like he's got a hairball, but it's a blowtorch.
Yeah.
And so they open it and stop him.
He's ready to shoot whoever comes in, but nobody comes in. He's like, the heck?
Yeah.
But Izzy was in stealth mode.
Yeah.
She used it.
Of course. And throws Buzz a gun. Yeah. Or the gun.
He's arm blaster or something.
Yeah, something
I
like
couldn't
that.
really tell what that was.
Yeah.
And he shoots the console, and it's okay, we're starting back up.
15 seconds. It was that's not enough time.
Yeah. He's we'll never make it back. Izzy's I got you, bro.
Exactly, because they've got the teleporters. Mm-hmm. So
she grabs him and teleports him back.
Yep. And also the robots come down to going toward the ship, and they set off the bomb there, and they also teleport back.
He pulls the cord again to have his suit inflate, and it falls down.
because they can't get the screws loose or whatever. Yeah. Darby can't get it to come down, so he just pulls her emergency thing or whatever, surrender cord. Yeah. And it falls and they get blasted, but they can
it blasts them to the ship.
Yeah, I guess luckily. So. Yeah. So they get over to the ship. They're all at the ship. They put in, or he's Buzz is trying to put in the fuel crystal, but the ship just self-destructs at that point. And so everything starts kind of falling out.
Yeah.
Because the ship is kind of turned on its side or whatever. Things start falling out.
Yep.
His ship falls out. The ship that they came in on, it starts falling out. So all three of the team and Socks, I guess, are in that one.
Yeah.
And he jumps into his old plane.
Yeah, Buzz just fallen. And so he throws the crystal into his old plane and gets in. Because
he's going to save him.
Yep.
But then Zurg
is there somehow.
I'm like, how is he on this plane?
That was a bit unrealistic.
Yeah, so...
He just shows up.
He shows up. He's on Buzz's plane. He's like a stinking gremlin on there, just on the wing. And he pulls out the crystal, the fuel crystal. And he's like, haha, it's mine now.
I got you.
Exactly. And then, I don't remember what Buzz does.
Buzz ejects out of the plane and just shoots the crystal, basically.
Yes, but when he ejects out of the plane... he has wings.
He does, like in the
Toy Story. He has wings.
Yeah, and they actually work.
Yeah, they do. And he shoots the crystal, which explodes and explodes Zurg.
Yeah.
And
so he goes to save the crew in the armadillo.
Yeah, because that's what it was called. Yeah. I forgot what it was called. So yeah, they're falling toward the planet, and he's trying to help them. So he kind of uses his wings, I guess, to guide them.
He goes into the front. It's because it's like a rocket pack.
Yeah.
So he's trying to slow him down.
Yeah, but it's not helping very much.
Yeah, it's real hot. So he's trying to, but he's kind of melting through the ship there.
Yeah.
And so Izzy, they get an idea. She's like, steady us. We're gonna pull the air brake. And so they can't get it open though. The cover won't open.
They need something
to pry it open.
I have a pen. Do you need a pen? So yeah, he finally gets to use the pen. Or
I was wondering
have somebody use the pen.
How it was going to be used.
It's gotta come in at some point, you know. And of course,
Chekhov's gun thing.
Yeah, I mean, come on. If you're gonna give Mo a pen, you gotta use it at some point. So yeah, they pry it open and use the emergency brake. And
he's able to guide them down. They land safely.
Yep. But they don't have the fuel cell anymore. It's gone. And I'm like, okay. And you also don't have the computer.
Yeah.
Because it got smashed. That has it. Hopefully Socks just remembers.
Yeah.
It doesn't really go into it, though.
No.
And they, of course, there are emergency vehicles or whatever coming after them. They're kind of...
What's her name was like, oh no, the cops, we gotta go.
Yeah. He's like, no, it's just rescue, it's fine.
And I think Izzy says something about, the crystal, oh no, we failed. He's like, no, I think for the first time that I feel like this is home or something. It's like, okay.
Okay. I
mean, but still, you could use that crystal for a lot of other things besides just getting home, but...
Yeah.
Whatever. It's fine.
So Burnside shows up and he's talking about how, you ruined everything. And I'm like, are we about to have a Mulan moment where they're like, but you saved us? And then everybody's going to bow to him or something. But no, that's not what happened.
Yeah. I'm surprised I didn't mention him saving them at all.
Yeah. But I mean, he did say, we want you to start up Star Command again. And
Space Ranger Corps.
And you can have any of these Zap Patrol guys that you want. Yeah, Zap Zap. And he's like, I don't want your stupid people.
Stupid Zap soldiers.
I want these guys behind me. These guys that I went through all this adventure with.
Crew.
Exactly. My crew's already here. So they're going to be the Universe Protection Unit of Star Command. And they have this little moment where they get all their new suits. And they get to go out on their first mission together.
Going out into space.
Yep. Even Socks has a little suit. And it is so cute, but it doesn't have pants.
He's self-conscious about it.
It does have the little purple hood, which is really cute.
Yeah, it was.
So, and also, Mo did not have a pin in his suit, but he did have a pin at the end.
He did.
So, I guess he found one.
Yeah, maybe there was one. At one point he finally found it.
Yeah, but he has another pin.
He does.
So, he's happy.
Yep.
And
everyone's happy.
And, Izzy gets to be a space ranger just like she always wanted to be. Just like her grandmother. And there's a statue of Alicia which was really sweet.
That is nice, yeah.
So, there we go. That was it.
Yep.
That was Lightyear.
Was a better movie than I thought it was going to be.
And then we watched the credits.
Oh, yeah.
And
there's credits.
There was like a mid-credit scene.
Where Burnside is real happy about his laser shield.
He's very happy about his laser shield because he's like, one of the bugs flies in and it zaps it. And he's like, laser shield.
Yeah.
So it's like, all right, cool.
Okay.
We watched
we skipped.
Skip through the things we didn't watch everything. But yeah, we got to the end of the credits and there was a post-credit scene.
Yep.
Which was
the robots still explaining how to get to the place.
Yep. Still trying to give some directions.
And he turns around and is like, hello? What? Where everybody? Oh, everybody's gone.
They're gone. Oh no. And then it went through all the
Disney logos
and stuff. That. And then there was another one.
Like, what the heck, man?
And that one was Zurg floating through space.
Yeah.
And suddenly his eyes went red again or whatever because he wasn't dead. Alive. He's still alive. Yeah. So, Lightyear sequel?
No, okay, I guess. Doesn't seem necessary, but...
Maybe they'll do like in, like with The Incredibles and they'll wait like almost 20 years to actually...
Maybe. I would like it. I think it could work if they just do like a series, like an animated series.
Yeah,
that
would be cute. I
think that'd be better than doing another movie.
Yeah.
But
I don't know if they could get all the people. I don't know if Chris Evans is going to be sitting there doing...
Yeah. I mean, you don't have to. If you're doing a series, it's like when they did Aladdin.
It's true. Let's just get Dan Castellaneta in here. And...
just get him in there. He can do all the voices.
Oh, goodness.
But,
that was it.
Yeah. Like I said, better than I thought. Mm-hmm. I was pleasantly surprised. It wasn't like amazing or anything, but
no,
I didn't hate it.
I mean, not my favorite Pixar, but
no,
it's going to take a lot to surpass some of the older ones.
Yeah,
because of course my favorite one is another space one though, because Wally's my favorite, and then of course I love Coco. Mm-hmm. I really like Up.
Yeah, there's a lot of good ones.
There are a lot of
Cars
good ones.
3, we love it. Cars 2, love it.
I don't even like Cars 3 that much.
I don't
really like any of the Cars movies. So yeah.
Yeah, I don't know that it was necessary though. Like, it kind of seems like a money grab, but
yeah,
at least it's not bad.
And I think it's weird that it came out so close to Turning Red.
Yeah,
because Turning Red just came out.
Yeah, that's true.
In March or something. And maybe it was February. I can't remember. But fairly recently. And then this came out.
Was that Pixar? Oh,
yeah.
I didn't know if that was Pixar or Disney.
It was Pixar because there was this big thing about, they're going to put Turning Red on Disney Plus. It's not going to get a theatrical, but Lightyear gets a theatrical release.
Right.
So.
Yeah. I don't know.
Anyway. It was still fun.
It was. Yeah, it was.
Better than
I feel like, though...
we thought.
Yeah. If he's getting a toy, though, he's getting socks. Who's buying Buzz?
Who's buying Buzz? I'm buying socks.
I'm buying socks. I'm buying Izzy.
I saw an interviewer interviewing some of the cast. Mm-hmm. She had a socks toy.
Oh.
I was like, oh no. Oh no, I don't need more stuff. So do not get me that. I don't need it.
Okay.
I might want it, but I don't need it. It was very cute.
Isn't that what Christmas is about? Stuff you want but don't really need.
I've got a Grogu back there that I never even do anything with.
He's cute.
He is very cute. He sits behind us in our Yums videos.
He does.
So at least there's that.
He's doing his part.
I guess so. Oh.
All right. Well, since we didn't want to do this gross sandwiches, we instead got some other snacks.
I like how you say since we didn't want to do the gross sandwiches when you were the only one. You were the only one who thought of it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And then didn't even bring it up for discussion.
Did you want to do the gross sandwiches?
No, but it would have been nice to have offered my opinion.
I had to make that call.
So yeah, we did not want to do the inside out sandwiches or whatever.
Yes.
So instead we got something that we actually thought about doing for a different one.
Which one was that?
I think it was Space Jam.
Well, yeah, that's right.
Because we wanted something space themed and we couldn't find anything space themed. It was either that or it was It was either that or it was for, like, Independence Day. I think it was pretty sure it was for Space Jam, though. Space Jam, we did the cereal with the basketballs because it was Shaq on the front. And we were like, it's basketball related, so that's Space Jam.
Yeah.
But then there was the other Space Jam.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Oh, no, that was for the second Space Jam. For the first Space Jam, we did songs from that year.
Oh, yeah.
We didn't even do a snap.
Yeah, that's right.
Because that was like one of the first. That was like pretty.
It was pretty early.
Pretty early on in the thing, and we just didn't have a snap.
I forgot we did Independence Day.
Independence Day was
did we
Bomb
really
Pops.
do that?
Yeah, those were Bomb Pops.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right.
That you hated.
Yeah.
Even though you made me eat something with blue raspberry. And I loved it. What the heck? It was such a weird experience. But there we go. So yeah, we wanted to use this for a previous one, but we couldn't find them. And then I think it was probably back in October when we saw them somewhere. And then we were like, oh crap. Where did we
away in our mind.
Where did we see those?
Yep.
It was a Cracker Barrel, just in case you're wondering. So we went back there yesterday and grabbed Astro Pop.
Yeah.
Now I remember these from when I was a kid.
Well, I remember always just seeing them. I've never had one.
I think I've had
But I can remember at least
one or two because I'm sure they probably sold them at the Space and Rocket Center in Huntsville, Alabama, which I went to several times when I was a kid. Never went to space camp, although it would have been cool. I don't know why I'm waving this Astro Pop around.
This is not my decision.
It's not your fault. I just like waving it around.
Please don't stab me with the Astro Pop. They do look a little dangerous.
They do.
They're like lances.
But I probably had some from there because I used to also get like astronaut ice cream and stuff when I would go there.
We'd go to the science.
I liked it, even though I know you don't like that kind of stuff.
What?
Astronaut ice cream, the freeze dried ice cream.
Yeah, I don't think it tastes bad. I do think it tastes bad.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, it's all styrofoamy. It's weird.
I like it.
So weird. We used to go to the science spectrum in my class trips and stuff, which was they had a big like IMAX theater.
Yeah.
It was like OmniMax, and we'd watch those. And then they had a bunch of like science displays and stuff. It was pretty cool. And then we'd all buy rock candy.
I love rock candy also.
We get so much rock candy. Or those little things you would hold in your hand and they would boil. The liquid would boil up and go around the little glass pipe features.
I don't know what that is.
It's pretty cool. So, yeah. I miss those days.
We may have to go to the Space and Rocket Center at some point.
Maybe.
I mean, it's not that far from here, and the last time I went there, it was because they were doing a Star Wars exhibit, so they had, like, a bunch of props and stuff from Star Wars.
Oh, that's cool.
I have a picture of myself in front of Han Solo and Chewbacca costumes.
Oh, nice.
Giving a thumbs up like a big ol' nerd. It was my Facebook profile picture for the longest time, because I was like, yeah.
I'm cool.
I'm so cool. Yeah, I'm a dork. We all know this. It's fine. I've come to terms with it.
The problem is not with your thing. That's a problem. But the other problem,
my problem is being a dork is a problem for you.
Listen,
okay.
we'll talk about it later. But whenever I'd go to the science spectrum as an adult, it didn't have the same, like, joy.
Yeah.
But they had this, like, big ball thing where just balls would go through it and go through all these different things, like those marble things you see where it's just a big, like, they'll go through and ring bells and go down tracks and go all the way around and loop around.
Yeah.
And I would just sit and watch that forever because I loved that.
Yeah, they have something in Birmingham. They have at the McWane Science Center.
Yeah.
Which is right next to the Bama Theater, which we need to go to at some point also. Okay. We probably should have gone at some point this summer. But, oh well.
But here we are.
But yeah, they have something like that in there, and I would stand and watch it.
Yeah. It's fun.
They also have this thing that supposedly accurately tells you how tall you are, although it says that I'm 5'9", and I'm like, I don't think so.
Gives you a little boost.
It's like, I think you might be a little bit off. 'Cause I think I'm only 5'8", but sure.
Maybe you're wearing big shoes that day.
I think you had to take your shoes off for it, so. I was like, unless I could have shrunk. Maybe I shrunk.
Maybe you touched one of those balls that makes your hair stand up on end and everything. It's like your hair was crazy that day.
No, because if my hair was standing up, it probably would have been like, yes, you are 6'5".
All right, so we stopped for a second got them open.
Mm-hmm, and it's a good thing because it would have taken like 10 minutes.
They sucked to get open.
Yeah.
Yours broke.
It
sadly.
did.
Mine did not. Opening up though, man, it looks gross. I'm not gonna lie. Because it's sticky. It looks like the wrapper's still on it even.
It has wax on the bottom of it, which is kind of weird.
It is. So, I'm not a huge hard candy person, as I've mentioned in the past.
You're not.
But suckers, if I got a sucker, I usually can do a sucker. And when I say hard candies, usually that means the like fruit flavored ones.
Okay.
But like a hard Werther's Original.
That's different.
I'll take it. Yeah.
These, and I know you hate candy canes, and you say, why is it that you hate candy canes? Because
they're like solid toothpaste.
Okay. Yeah, but do you not even like the fruit flavored kind of ones or anything?
Not really. They're generally not great flavors. I mean, because I don't like hard fruit stuff anyway. These are similar
to candy canes though, because, well, actually, these are worse than candy canes. Because they already have a point.
They do. So but that's the only good thing about candy canes.
Okay.
You can stab people with them.
These are dangerous.
They are. You don't want to like fall down while you're eating this.
No. Oh my god.
You'll end up like, what's her name in Everything Everywhere All at Once? Evelyn, when she turns into the singer.
Oh yeah, because she blinds herself.
Yeah.
On accident. Yeah.
So, yeah. Like mine looks on that side, like that's like stuff ran down the side. Like the green went into the red.
Yeah, it's not the greatest. Mine has fingerprints all on it because mine fell apart and I had to try to stick it back together. So that was fun.
So what flavors do we have here? Lemon, lime, and cherry, probably?
Candy, and candy.
Okay.
I don't know if it has a flavor, honestly. I think it might just be color.
All right.
I would look on my thing, but it is torn into pieces.
I didn't see anything. I looked before we started. I didn't see anything on there about flavors.
So we may have to just lick each color and see if they taste different.
Yeah. Because, it just says it's just sugar, corn syrup, water, some artificial flavors. Some colors added.
Oh, okay.
Good luck.
It says it on there. Good luck. Well, I might as well just take the whole top off of mine.
These are like those candy canes. See, the bottom does taste cherry. The top tastes like nothing. I don't know what it is.
I like how you say, see, the bottom does taste like cherry, like I've been licking it or something.
Well, I tried it.
Okay. Oh, it does taste like cherry. You're right.
It does. The middle top might taste like lime. It's hard to tell.
That top does not taste like lemon, I can tell you that right now.
I don't know what that top's supposed to be. It really does feel like just the bottom has a flavor. The other ones are just sugar.
Yeah, it's weird.
Like maybe buttery. It's kind of buttery. Like a butter rum. But
it doesn't taste like butter rum. Or butterscotch.
Well...
Sorry,
you do go for the chew method. When I get to the green part, like all of it.
Yeah, I just can't figure out what the yellow is supposed to be.
All right. Well, we can't just suck on these all day. We gotta rate them. So, what are you rating the Astro Pop?
I don't know, because it's not like easy to eat.
No part of it is easy.
It was hard to open. It's hard to eat.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And the flavor's not worth it.
The flavor is so, like, what is this?
Mm-hmm.
I want to just have the red because I like cherry.
Mm-hmm.
But it's going to take forever to even get down to that point.
Yeah. It's a lot of work.
It is a lot of work.
For a cherry payoff.
Not worth it. So yeah, it's a lot of work for not a lot of taste.
Yeah.
Plus that wax on the bottom is just,
weird. That's
not going to be fun to get to.
Nope.
Because you're going to be licking the rest of it and it's just going to be like, wax.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to give it about a 2.
Yeah.
It's not my favorite.
Yeah,
Although it would be fun to, like, if mine hadn't fallen apart, it would be fun to, like, just pretend that they're, like...
To fight with.
Yeah, just pretend joust with them.
Yeah.
As I make stabbing motions towards you. It's okay, mine's broken off, so...
It's not sharp. This is probably good for kids. They'd probably enjoy it a lot more than we are.
Yeah.
Because they can play around with it.
Yeah.
But yeah, as far as taste goes, yeah, I may give it a... 1 seems too low, because it's not, like, gross.
Yeah, I mean, I was debating between 2 and 3.
It has at least more flavor than those Bomb Pops.
I like the Bomb Pops better. I don't know what I gave them, though. But it was probably more than a 2.
Mm-hmm.
I probably gave them about a 5 or something. That's what I should do. I need to go back through and just, like, make a spreadsheet or something of all of our rankings.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'll probably give it a 2 also.
Okay.
So, yeah. All right, well,
this was fun.
Do you know what flavor these Bomb Pops are, even though they're not Bomb Pops, they're Astro Pops?
Astro Pops.
Tell us, because we don't know. We only know that it's cherry. What did you think of Lightyear? How's it fall in the Pixar pantheon for you? And all that other stuff. Yeah. Are you as upset about Kim Kardashian as we are? Let us know on Twitter at HavingFunCast or on Facebook at HavingFunPod.
Or you can send us an email to havingfunpod@gmail.com. Also, we have a YouTube channel where you can find these episodes. Usually I try to get them up there usually within 24 hours of it going live on the podcast. Don't poke your eye with that. Podcast apps and stuff. So, yeah, and we also have videos where we try out Universal Yums boxes. Mm-hmm. One of them I just put up recently, so you can check that out.
Yep.
Watch us laughing on camera, being mean to each other.
Watch one of us be a little mean and regret it later. We got a lot of stuff you can do and watch, so go do it, go have fun, and we'll see you next week. Goodbye.
Bye.